How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout. We are back with Rescue Rangers as today we finish off the last two matches of our Big Four, crossing over from November to December in Season 3. So obviously last time round we had a 1-0 draw against Celtic in the league, followed by a 4-1 win against Dortmund in the Champions League, which has put us through into the knockout stages. So today it's all about whether we can win the Betfred Cup for the first time in the series, and whether we can beat Paris Saint-Germain, or at least draw, and top the group, which would be some achievement. So it's been a few days since the Dortmund match. The team aren't 100% fit, so I'm rotating things a little bit for today to keep, the kind of first choice, I guess, team fit for the Paris Saint-Germain game. There's really not been anything that's happened in that short time frame. So I'm just going to get straight on into the match, and we'll see what we can do. So for today, what I do want to do is start with João Felix and see whether or not he can get us in front, and Jordan Thompson is on the bench who can take over in that position. I kind of want another central midfielder on the bench. I'm going to take off Gray and put on Reyes. I think gives us a bit more flexibility. Because obviously if you look at it, Benacer, Chalobah, Felix, they're the kind of three players that I would like to keep fit for the Paris game. Although saying that, Morris needs to be fit as well. So it's not going to be the easiest thing to do. Maybe Chalobah. I actually think maybe Chalobah to come on for Morris in that position, because he can play there. Is he the best suited for that? McCrory's injured. I can't see anyone else below that. I know he was able to play there, so I think I'm actually going to go with that to begin with. We'll have Reyes and Benacer. That means Poyet can come on for Benacer later in the game, Thompson on for Felix, Chalobah on for Morris, and that should hopefully allow us to keep people fresh enough for the game against Paris. Alright, I think we're good enough with that. I will go to attacking once we get into the match, and expect us to be favourites for this today, and we are. I can just see it behind there, evens, close call. I just realised it's against Dundee and they always play two defensive midfielders. It's given us problems in the past. We'll go to extended for this for now. We should be able to deal with it. Yeah, so they are going to sit back. So we'll see, maybe pull Felix back. But I think for now, let's see. Not most of the teams, some of the teams certainly played in the last match against Dortmund. I decided to give Frey and Wilson a break. I want to keep them fresh for the game in Paris. And right, go to attacking, as I said. They are playing a number 10, so I don't want to be too kind of cocky and think that he's not going to do any danger. Hugo Logan, isn't that the guy from the British Steel Challenge? Isn't he the Celtic? Pretty sure he's actually the Celtic youngster. But man command as well for Thompson. He wasn't very good for me at Wraith Rovers, if it's the guy I'm thinking of. So hopefully he won't do well today. But it'll be good to see if we can win this time round. Obviously last season we lost to Aberdeen on penalties, I think it was, in the semi-final. So gone one better, but we definitely want to see the blue, white and red ribbons on that trophy, and that would complete certainly that part of this series, the fact that we've won that competition. Obviously I don't really know what the end game is here. Total dominance of Scotland, I guess, treble after treble if possible, and Champions League glory is what we've got to look for. But that's not a good start. Reyes has given away a penalty 3 minutes in, and all this talk about winning this cup now just seems pretty stupid. And let's see if Dominic can stand up to this. I can't stand giving teams cheap goals like this. And McGeehan will take it. Dominic went the right way and he somehow saved. How did the net rustle? I'm sure when Dominic dived, the net rustled. I thought they'd scored. Well, we got out of that one, I think. And let's see if we can start to make a bit of an impression on the game in a positive way. Waghorn with a cross, breaks out. Felix in the box, lays it off to Waghorn, crosses to nobody. Benacer down to Morris, cuts it inside, looking for Bamford. And yes, I have gone for Bamford over Clough today. I feel there's a performance there in him somewhere, and this might be the chance for him to kind of do that. We'll see where things go as Morris gets the ball wide in the right. Growing in confidence is young Aaron Morris. Unfortunately, he's not going to be the kind of long-term replacement for Tavernier. Adamus is who I would like to see as Wallace plays in. Bamford skies it over the bar. Not a good finish. Not rewarding the faith in playing him, and not doing that well at the moment. We need to push forward a bit more. We need to do a little bit more in this game. Yes, we've got possession. Yes, we've had some shots, but we've not really created anything that dangerous. And Felix will now take this corner in towards Benacer, and now Dundee return the favour and give us a penalty. And I would say Waghorn is 99% certain to score this. Let's see if he can do it. I've probably just jinxed him. Usually happens. Taking his time here and a few steps back. Waghorn, he has missed it. Straight at the keeper. And it's not been a good day for penalties so far. And that puts him down to 6.2. 6.1 now. Even worse. Alright, 6 now. Okay, definitely. Half-time changes are afoot. Waghorn wasn't one of the players I was expecting to change because, as I say, I was trying to keep players fresh. Benacer with a long-range effort takes a knock and goes out. We're really not playing very well today. And this is the thing, you look at how you play against Dortmund and then you come back to a domestic game and just don't look that impressive. Waghorn's header there wide of the post, and we'll probably get into half time with that. And yeah, that's it. It's been pretty poor so far. Felix is looking nervous. He's at 76% fitness. A little bit of work to do at the half time here. Okay, well at least the team talk's done in a oneer. Let's take a look at the tactics here. Yeah, the front line just aren't performing, but I kind of want to keep people fresh, so I'm trying to think of the best way we can rework this. There is one formation that's springing to mind, which is a bit out of left field for us. I'm going to go to it. And then that way we can bring off Felix. We can put Frey on in his favoured defensive forward to hold up the ball. See these guys. Actually favours playing as an inside forward. And Waghorn will be a winger on support. Yep, that's fine. Alright, it's a change, right? It's definitely a big change for us. Let's go play out of defence as well. But I just feel there's something lacking, and I didn't really want to take Waghorn and Bamford off, but they're just not really performing through the middle, so we'll see if they do any better out wide. It's maybe leaving Frey a little bit exposed. But here we go. Waghorn, free kick. Not good enough. We really miss Tavernier's free kicks. We really do. Not really creating any chances from this either. I mean, Dundee aren't exactly offering much in this game, and Waghorn's at 5.9 now. I can't ignore that. Cannot ignore that. So, what do we have as options? I think Frey with Bamford probably would work. And then we can just go back to what we were if I take off Waghorn for Thompson, I guess, in that position here. Still rests Felix, but now we've got a choice of resting Benacer or Morris. I suppose Grant could go there actually, couldn't he? He could play there for not playing the wing backs, but I kind of want to go back to the wing back, kind of want to go back to what we had previously. It seems pretty stupid going to a 4-3-2-1 sort of formation for 15 minutes, but it was just to see if we could get something out of Waghorn, and well, we didn't. It's been a pretty poor performance from him as Longridge comes forward. Burns now on the ball. Dundee with a rare attack, and they probably will score from this. Breaks to McGowan in the box, off the post, and out for a goal kick. It's exactly the sort of thing that can happen in this game, and it just looks as though we're not going to get out of second gear here. We'll go overload as Reyes loses out to Hutchison. This is potentially danger zone here. Whiten on the ball, got to win it back there, Benacer, and he doesn't. And Longridge now out wide on the right, loses out to Wallace. Now we've got to break forward. Wallace just running down the wing, got to find a pass, loses out to Longridge. So all that good work of winning the ball wasted really there by not playing the pass. Wallace's contract is up at the end of the season, and I am not going to be renewing it. I do think I can get better. Well, I know I can get better in that position. Hopefully the board will give us a decent amount of money. That's a big mistake there, and Bamford capitalising on it. What an absolutely terrible back pass that was. And Bamford won't get an easier chance this season. Winter under pressure from Frey, and terrible pass to put your goalkeeper under that kind of pressure. And we got a goal. I'm still not impressed with the way we've been playing today. I don't know. I think there's maybe just a little bit of distraction from the European game. Certainly there is from my point of view, because I keep changing the squad around, and you can't really get, consistently the same first 11 playing, because you got to keep them fresh. So maybe it is having a bit of an impact. Logan into the box, he's scored. The one guy I was slagging off before the game has scored, and that's Dundee back in it straight away. So Thompson a bit lazy there, and Mari not managing to effectively close down and stay tight on Logan, and Dundee have got themselves back into the match. But 9 minutes left. I really do not want this to go to extra time, so we need to finish this off here. Grant with the effort, and it's blocked by OD, out for a corner. Yeah, extra time would just not be good for us. Wallace plays it in, cleared only half. Thompson into Frey, blocked shot. Just Dundee packing that box as you'd expect them to do. And Wallace will take this corner now, in swinger from the right, and it's cleared from the front post by Winter. Morris picks it up, tries to play it in, headed away by OD, back to Morris, to Benacer. Reyes, nothing. And yeah, this is going to go to extra time, and this is just the worst type of preparation I could have for the Paris Saint-Germain game. And 5 minutes to go, and it's Dundee with a chance now, headed away by Grant. Hodgson, their former player, picking the ball up, loses out to Thompson. Frey got to go over the top here. Bamford 2-on-1. He finds Thompson on his weaker right foot, but he puts it in. Relief. Now hopefully we don't go and concede a goal straight after it. But that was well played by Bamford. Picked out Thompson. Creates the angle here with the keeper. And it's a good finish on his weaker foot. Scoring off the bench. And that's an important goal. May have just won the cup for us. Not by any means a memorable game. But it's a trophy nonetheless if we can see it over the line. There's still a couple of minutes left, so hopefully we won't make any stupid mistakes here. Jack Thompson forward to Jordan Thompson. Wallace first time cross looking for Bamford, gathered by Bain, and this will go right up the park. Hopefully we can send it straight back down. Murray with a header. Bamford not closing down his man. Murray again intercepting, goes long, and that'll be easy. Well, Baines hit it first time. I'm surprised he didn't pick that up, but I suppose Dundee are in a bit of a hurry to get this up the park. Logan now to White and out wide on the left. Back to Field into Logan again. Tavares loses out to Benacer. Frey picks it up. He finds Bamford. Thompson is there. Now Wallace is out wide on the left. We find him. Can he get a good cross in? No, he can't. It's a defender. Reyes now 2 on him. Manages to pick out Wallace. Better cross this time. Frey with the header at the front post, and Bain plucks it out of the air. 1 minute to go. 2-1. Should see this over the line. But kind of looking forward to when I can actually just start playing my first choice team every week. It's a little bit frustrating to kind of disrupt that momentum. Morris with the throw here. 30 seconds left on the clock. Bamford chipping in, looking for Wallace of all people. And 20 seconds on the clock. It has to be game over now, surely. One last chance for Dundee up the park. Whiten losing out to Murray. Benacer now wide to Morris. Thompson. Maybe one last chance for Rangers. Nope. Hutchison wins that back well. Puts it out for a throw in. And that will be that, ladies and gents. Betfred Cup scored off the list as the ticker tape falls. Yeah, I just want to move on from this one. I suppose I've got to be passionate and congratulate them, but at the same time, where are you, Waghorn? My goodness, you were awful. Bamford improved at the end, I guess, much thanks to his goal. Looked to gain confidence. Oh well, there you go, fired up. I took a gamble and it worked. Bamford man of the match, a goal and an assist. Better from him. Anyway, I was kind of lucky, a bit harder than I expected it to be, but we'll be back in a second with the Paris Saint-Germain game and see whether or not we can top this group. Alright, see you in a second. Alright guys, it's Judgment Day in our group stage, and no concerns, certainly injury wise, in between the Dundee game and this one. You can see that for Paris Saint-Germain, missing quite a few players. 3 players out injured, 2 suspended and 3 unregistered, whereas we have 1 unregistered, and we've also got 3 injured. So I can't remember who they were. Oh yeah, Tavernier and Sasso really are the only ones. So it all comes down to this, and there's not really anything to go over, so we'll just get into the tactics for tonight and see what it is we're going to go with. So yeah, I would expect Saint-Germain to go with the 4-2-3-1, and I'd expect a more difficult game this time at home, or at their home ground. So yeah, this is the team we're going to go with. Fitness wise, not too bad. Obviously it would be better if we had people at 100%, but it is what it is. It was quite a tough game against Dundee. I'm just glad it didn't go to extra time, because that really would have just drained the batteries out of the kind of players I wanted to play for tonight. So it's probably our strongest team that we can go with. We have Poyet, Chalobah and Benacer in the midfield trio, which I think will give us a really solid foundation for this game. Wallace and Morris, I'm going to leave them as wing backs here just because this is my usual formation. And I think when we start the game, I'll probably pull them back. I got a funny feeling. I mean, Coutinho, if he is starting up against Morris, could be interesting, shall we say. It could be quite a tough night for the youngster. Also probably want to put João Felix on support, just pull him back a little bit. Yeah, and it's a favoured front three. So really, apart from Tavernier, this is our kind of first choice team, which is why you can see Wallace is an area I do want to improve, and yeah, we'll just have to see how things pan out for the remainder of the year, and then what players are available next summer, and how we can shuffle things around a bit. But anyway, let's crack on with this and see what comes about of this game, whether we can top the group or not. To be honest, qualifying is far beyond what I expected from this group. I thought it was a pretty difficult group. Certainly with PSG and Dortmund, I wasn't expecting to manage to get through. So I didn't realise he was injured, but whatever. So yeah, it's anything beyond getting through is a bonus. If we could top the group, fantastic. If not, then it's going to be a difficult game whoever you get next round, whether it's a winner of another group or runner-up. I mean, you could be unlucky and get a team that maybe was off. You get a Real Madrid who are maybe not quite firing on all cylinders all the way through, and they finish second, and then you play them rather than playing somebody else that was maybe a little bit weaker. But who knows? As I say, it's all a bonus after this. So right, players, what do we want to tell them? We'll go with the underdogs again, I guess. No, not really doing it this time. We are going to go with control. I am not going to go attacking from the off. I don't want to go really defensive like I did against Dortmund, but there's just a few tweaks here and there I think will probably put us in good stead. Also thinking with Poyet maybe to pull him back to being an anchor man and defend rather than a deep lying playmaker. We've got that with Chalobah further up. Obviously the danger with PSG will be Lincoln, the attacking midfielder. Let's see. Oh yeah, everything's all set okay, because obviously we had the Dundee game last. And let's get on with the game and see whether or not we can produce yet another upset. I mean, so far we haven't really done anything away from home. I mean, it was a good 2-0 win against Moscow, although they probably deserved the draw out of that. The Dortmund game we got well and truly beaten, but we've been very good at home, 3 wins out of 3. And well, here's an early chance here for Horta. Good save from Dominic. Moura with the rebound, looking for Coutinho, picks it up, and Morris manages to close him down and block him. Felix now forward to Wilson. Don't really see an awful lot of counter-attacking opportunity. I don't think Frey or Wilson are... I think Wilson's quite fast. I don't think Frey's particularly quick. But we'll see what happens. Wilson now coming forward with the ball, cutting inside. Chalobah taking her time with it. Felix laying it off to Frey, 25 yards from goal, and that shot not really the best way to start for Frey, but yeah, the fact we got a chance, it's not too bad. Lincoln with a free kick goes low, and Dominic certainly was scrambling across his goal line there. He's managed to put it away, and yeah, 4 shots, 4 on target in the first 13 minutes. PSG definitely want to win this game and top the group. By the looks of it, Lincoln with the effort over the bar, and it could be a long night. It could be a long night, but who knows? If we score first, then we certainly saw in the first game against PSG that it was quite even until we scored, and then they seemed to collapse. Romero now with the ball out wide to Marquinhos. Plays it inside to Horta, 25 yards from goal. Plays it to Coutinho inside the box, and he's managed to put that over the bar. And the shooting's not particularly great, but they're certainly getting the chances, and we're going to have to be a little bit better defensively than we are at the moment, as Lincoln now charges towards goal, but it's not going to trouble Dominic much at all. Yeah, we are struggling to get into it halfway through the first half now, and it's, apart from one chance for ourselves, it's kind of been all PSG. But let's see if we can do something here. It really is just Frey and Wilson on their own, and Wilson now, can he do something from here? Lays off Frey, trying to get into the box. Marquinhos dispossesses him, plays it forward looking for Romero and finds him, skips by Wallace as if he wasn't there. Chalobah now steps in, almost dispossesses him, but he's still kept it somehow. Horta now wide to Coutinho, and he's gone for the shot from range. The fullback was in acres of space, he wasn't going to be marked. That was a bad choice, I think, from Coutinho. But the chance still hasn't actually gone, so I don't know what's going to happen from here. Felix with the flick on to Wilson. Wilson trying to reproduce his magic from the Dortmund match, but wasn't going to happen there with that. 2 shots, 2 off target for us, both of them from outside the box. I think it's going to be that kind of night where we're going to have to score some from a set piece or from a fantastic effort, as Romero fires in a shot low to Dominic's left. Good save from the keeper, and I'm just glad he's fit, because I think McCrory might have struggled in this game. It's just going to be a backs to the wall job for 90 minutes. I mean, formation wise, I suppose I could pull Felix back into midfield to just get the numbers there. Maybe it'll help us out, but it just does seem as though we're not managing to retain the ball very well. How that wasn't a foul against Morris, I don't know. Somehow we get the ball. Cooper now, hopefully we'll send it up the park. He does, but it's straight to Thiago Silva, and now PSG coming forward once again. Lucas Moura on the right, looking for Romero. The header's there, and Dominic with the save. Yeah, I think we do need to change something formation wise. It's Lincoln, certainly he is getting on the ball. I don't want to pull Poyet up, so really my only option is to pull Felix back into midfield and see if we can do a little bit more in that front. As I say, it'll give us the numbers, but then we're probably going to look at more direct passes to the strikers, as there's going to be a bit of a gap between them. But Benacer with a good challenge there. It's only gone far as Mario Rui. Fullback now coming forward, cuts inside to Coutinho. Horta once again goes inside to Verratti, to Moura, just goes by Wallace again like he isn't there. Wallace seems to be struggling against Moura tonight, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think Jack Robinson on the bench is going to offer much else. Good throw from Wallace there directly to our opposition. Yeah, if we get through this first half without conceding, I'll be very pleased. I'll also be quite surprised as Coutinho decides not to take on Morris. Goes back out to Moura, and again up against Wallace. And he goes for a shot. Bit bizarre. Wallace is struggling. Says he's playing 6.6. Moura with a direct free kick, and it's come off Poyet for a corner. Yeah, this is a completely different game to the home match. It's to be expected, I guess. Maybe we just caught PSG on a bad day from their point of view. But it's probably going to give us a flavour of what to expect in the next round when we go away from home. I think at home we do seem pretty good. Right, let's have a look. 35%. Yeah, we're just not retaining the ball well enough. Chalobah now wide to Wallace, not marked, and looks for Frey, drifting out wide, left-footed cross. Not a good cross, but Donnarumma with a save for a corner. We're not even going to get to see the corner, so it's a tough game. It's a really tough game tonight. Yeah, we're struggling wide areas, and kind of almost tempted to play some wide midfielders if I can. Quite who those will be, I don't know. But we have a chance here in the counter. Frey looking for Wilson, and he just loses the ball instantly to Mario Rui, tracking back really well, must be said. The fullback was joining in the attack and gets back that well. I will say to Wilson, I'm not happy. Right, okay, he's fired up from that. Wallace looks extremely delighted, motivated and inspired. Whether that's going to be enough for him in the second half, I don't know. Let's see, marking 13, tackling 13, positioning 13, pretty much all 13s. Whereas Robinson, positioning 12. Yeah, they're pretty similar, to be honest. Robinson hasn't really been the step up that I've had in some of the other positions. See, what I'm thinking is to kind of get extra players out wide, short of sacrificing Wilson and going to just having Frey up front as a target man on his own, and maybe I don't even know. We've got Bamford who can play wide right, Felix can play wide right or left, Thompson can play left. Let's just think. So with PSG, they're playing two in the middle, so we want to be playing two. Poyet. So we put Felix there. Wilson can actually play out in the left wing, but he's possibly not the best choice. Yeah. Maybe put them both in support. I don't want them going too far. And we set Frey to be a target man. I just feel we're losing out on the wing. We're just not tracking back. Let's see if we can actually. I've never really tried man marking with an attacking player, man marking a defensive one coming forward, but maybe that'll help. And I suppose with Morris, probably man mark Coutinho. Maybe being a bit specific. If they've got quite a fluid formation, we could be in trouble. Dragging players out of position and so on. But from what I've seen so far, they come in a little bit, but nothing too drastic. So we'll see if getting players to kind of specifically mark the wide men helps. But as I say, 0-0 at half time. I've got to be happy with it given the way the first half went. I think we've got the better end of the deal really. And maybe we could snatch something. Thompson getting by Marquinhos. Can he find Frey in the middle? He finds Frey and he gets it in 30 seconds into the second half. Have I got a magic hat? I hope not, because that's just a gimmick. But wow, that is some start to the second half. Thompson getting by Marquinhos, getting to the byline and picking out Frey expertly, and he's managed to put that away with some power. What a start to the second half. And we have FM'd PSG, one shot on target, and we've scored after a half of complete dominance from them. But it's not over yet. Coutinho now getting away from Morris, plays it across the box. Great save from Dominic, not able to save the rebound, and that joy was rather short-lived. Dominic is a really good keeper. I would not have expected him to save that first effort. You can see here that Lincoln, well, we said it pretty much straight at him, but Romero with the rebound, putting it further over to the corner. And that little 2-minute window of joy has slipped away quite quickly. Right, here's Coutinho on the ball, inside to Horta. Moura on the turn, hits off of Cooper. Don't like the fact that they were just able to play the ball about like that inside our box. I don't mind outside it, but inside is dangerous, because obviously if you put a foot in wrong, it's penalty. And I don't want to see that. But here we are now in their box. Frey on the turn, finds Thompson, takes a knock and it's gone in. Wow, Jordan Thompson, impact sub or what? 1 assist and 1 pretty big deflected goal, but we are back in front, boys, 2-1. And part of me is now starting to look at this and saying, well, okay, I've got so many narrow formations, do I need to look? I think that might have been going in actually at the other post, but the deflection is certainly wrong-footed, the keeper. I'm just wondering whether I maybe need to look at having some wider formations as well as a kind of backup for just a different approach to the game, because it seems to have helped here a little bit. Lucas Moura running into Cooper, and that's dispatched quite easily. Thiago Silva now to Verratti. PSG hungry to get back into this game. Moura's got away from Wallace, but it's straight at Dominic. Wallace has improved now, he's at 6.9, but every time I seem to see highlights against Moura, he's just getting the better of him every time. As I say, stat wise, I don't think Robinson can do much better, but here comes Felix now on the right. Kimpembe with the challenge. Mario Rui now plays it out to Coutinho, back inside to Horta. Verratti now finds Coutinho getting beyond Morris. Will Mane get pulled out of position? He does. It's into the middle. Romero with a shot and Cooper blocks. Cooper has been a fantastic signing for us, it must be said. He's managed to step up quite well. There's a number of times he's blocked. Yes, he made a mistake against Celtic, which led to their goal. But he's a solid player. Felix, that was too casual there. You need to be quicker on the ball. And Horta now to Verratti, lifting it over. Cooper could have taken that in the chest. He decided to head it. Chalobah heading on, looking for Frey, can't find him. PSG back in the ball. Romero out wide to Moura again. Wallace has lost his man, gets to the byline, cuts it across. Coutinho at the far post, and the header has gone wide of the other post. Obviously aiming for the far post, and just didn't get it quite the way he wanted to. Let's have a look at our fitness. Oh dear, it's dropping quite a bit. 71 minutes. As I always say in these situations, I don't like to upset things too much by making big changes. Benacer's looking nervous. Not a great thing to have. Maybe Jack Thompson. Let's have a look. Tackling 14, marking 12, positioning 12, work rate 13, work rate 15, positioning 13. Yeah, okay, so Thompson's not going to offer us anything better. Now, Wallace will be our captain tonight as well. I'm itching to take him off. He's at 66%. He's been run ragged. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring on Jack Robinson just to get fresh legs up against Moura. So we now got Pastore now in the number 10 position instead of Lincoln. So a different challenge now for Poyet and his man marking task. And here come PSG once again. Lucas Moura 30 yards from goal. He goes for it. Offside against Pastore. Okay, I guess he must have been unsighting the keeper there. I didn't realise that they would have actually implemented that in Football Manager. I've seen it a few times in real life, most notably Rangers against Hearts this year with Joe Dodu's goal. But Lucas Moura is through and he goes for goal himself. And I tell you what, if I was Romero, I would be kicking him up the backside. What was he doing? Why shoot? You put that across the face of goal and that's a guaranteed goal. Chalobah dispossessing Coutinho in the box there. Moura again, what a greedy player he is. Talented, but quite greedy and not really putting the needs of the team first. Dominic with the goal kick, and it's made its way to Moura again. Pastore now finds Matuidi into Coutinho across the face of goal. That's how you do it. Coutinho not going for glory himself and finding Moura on the other side, and it's 2-2 with 10 minutes to go. Just as a reminder, if we do draw, we top the group because we beat them I don't know what happens if we only lose by 1 goal. Do we finish above them? Who knows? They just overloaded the box there. Just too many men. Is Robinson going to get the blame for that, for not tracking Moura? I don't know. But here we go. 8 minutes left in normal time. And PSG definitely want that win. Financially, it's quite a big difference. So, could that be a penalty? No, it's not. Matuidi. Jeez. Oh, that nearly got in there at the near post. Dominic just managing to keep it out and then pick it up afterwards. But this is going to be a nervy finish to the game. And we need to encourage the team. We need to get some words of encouragement out to them to try and just get over the line. 2-2 in Paris would be a pretty decent result. Head twice, only 2 shots on target. Really, had we won, it would have been one of those sort of classic FM sucker punch games. But Pastore now lays off Verratti. Dominic with the save. They desperately want a third goal. But can we hold out? Do we have enough resolve for this? 5 minutes to go. Another highlight. Pastore now dropping out wide. Coutinho into Verratti to Romero with the effort, and Dominic with a save once again. I'm just wondering, have they changed formation? Are they still playing the 4-2-3-1? No, they are still playing that. Just getting a lot more joy now out of the players that are coming on. Lincoln had a poor game. Obviously Pastore's doing a little bit better. But there's only a couple of minutes left. Let's see whether we can hold out. Here's Coutinho once again, playing inside to Pastore. Romero halfway through our own half. No one in support other than Moura. He's going himself at the moment. He goes for glory and it's over the bar. And I'm quite happy with that. And Dominic restarts the match straight on from that last highlight. 2 minutes of injury time to go. Frey with the header. It's been a lonely night for Frey up top. I think certainly it helped at the start of the second half with the changes we made, but we've not really had much joy since then, as Lucas Moura coming forward once more. Romero, 2 centre backs in front of him, edge of the box, into the box. Will he cut it across? Cooper with a challenge. He had to make that count and had to make a clean challenge, and he did. It's now a corner with a minute to go. Mario Rui with the in-swinger, headed out for another corner by Chalobah. It's a frantic end to the match here, and I just hope we can hold out for the 2-2. Frey with the header goes out for a throw-in with 40 seconds left. One last roll of the dice for Saint-Germain, and Rui will take this. Will he go long? No, he doesn't. He looks for Coutinho. Felix dispossesses him and plays it forward to Frey, now holding the ball up, felled by Matuidi, and that will surely be the final whistle resulting from this free kick. And I tell you what, 2-2 away from home against Paris Saint-Germain in our first season back in the Champions League. That's I'm pretty happy with that. So 4 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss from our Champions League group stage. And just looking for confirmation here. Where is it? Do we have anything that says anything about D? Here we go. Yay! Finished top. So the sort of teams we could get: Dynamo Kiev, I'd be quite happy with that. Juve. See, that's one of the groups where I think Juventus are probably the stronger side. Could get Benfica, Man City, Zenit, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid. So yeah, I would say out of that, probably Kiev, Benfica, or Zenit would be one of the teams that we would want to get. Arsene Wenger was there. Arsene Wenger's the manager of France. All right, okay. Right. Anyway, when is the draw? That's what we're interested in. We want to see when the draw gets made. That's not what I'm after. What am I after? Stages. I'm sure that's what I was after. No, matches, fixtures, and next fixtures. Can we find out beyond this? Schedule. Oh dear. 17th. So we don't actually find out for quite some time. What have we got around that point? 17th, Motherwell, Aberdeen. Alright, well, to be honest, I think the next time you're going to see who we have will actually be when that game takes place. Let's just see if we can skip on to find out when it is. It will be on February the 19th. So that's quite a big jump. So actually it's probably going to be, you'll find out for the Celtic game. I'll be back for that, and then we'll see who we've got and how we've been doing in the Premier League. So one thing it does mean is it's the return of the highlights reel that you'll see all these games in between. If you enjoy that, then that's something for you to look forward to. But anyway, guys, quite a run there. Managed to overcome the odds and finish top of the group. Absolutely delighted with it. And we'll maybe see what we can do in the January window. I might look at left back and see if there's anyone that we can bring in who hasn't been cup tied. It's going to be difficult to find someone of a good enough standard who hasn't already played in Europe, but we'll see what we can do. But hopefully you'll join me next time to see us take on Celtic and see how things have been going. But as ever, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you do have any comments on this episode or the series as a whole, please let me know what you think. If you liked the video, hit that like button, and until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.